morning, dear students. I am Ms. Navida Sheikh from Brahan Mumbai Mahanagar Palika MCGM virtual class. I welcome all my dear students to another and interesting session. In today's session, we'll be learning something new and interesting from a science textbook. So let's get started. Good morning, dear students. I welcome all my dear students to another and interesting session. I am Mrs. Navida Sheikh from MCGM virtual class. I welcome all my dear students to a very interesting chapter that we already have completed a part of it, that is disaster management. Now, this is the second part of the chapter. We have already started with the chapter. We have learned about what is the meaning of disaster, what is disaster management, and a few types of disasters, and how can we protect ourselves during a disaster that takes place. We have learned about earthquake in our previous video. So, if you haven't watched that video, please do go and watch that video. That is the first part of the chapter that will help you understand in a better way about what exactly is the meaning of disaster and disaster management. So now we'll begin with the next part of the chapter, that is related to few more other disasters and how can we protect ourselves and our dear ones around us during that circumstances when the disaster occurs. And let's get started and let us learn something new and interesting. Now, first let us understand about the meaning of the word disaster. A disaster is defined as a disruption on a massive scale, either naturally or man-made, occurring in short or long periods. Now, disaster could be a short period type of thing like an earthquake. Okay, it occurs only for a few seconds or few minutes. Okay, but it could have a very long-term effect on that surrounding, or it could be a long-term occurring disaster. Okay, so like tsunami, in tsunami it is a very long disaster which takes place with starting as an earthquake. After an earthquake there's a huge wave of water which comes into the cities and it causes huge amount of loss. Okay, so that could come under a long term disaster as well. So the disasters can lead to human, material, economic or environmental hardships which can be beyond the bearable capacity of the affected society. As per statistics, India as a whole is vulnerable to 30 different types of disasters. Means India ke andar there are chances that we can have more than 30 different types of disasters. Okay, that can affect the economic, social and human development potential to such an extent that it will have long term effects of productivity and macroeconomic performance. Means हमारी जो इकोनॉमी है पैसे के ऊपर भी इफेक्ट करता है डिजास्टर्स की वजह से, और हमारी हेल्थ के ऊपर, सोसाइटी में जो लोग रह रहे हैं उनके ऊपर, हर तरीके से डिजास्टर उस पर्टिकुलर एरिया को या फिर उस पर्टिकुलर कंट्री को इफेक्ट करता है. ठीक है. So let us come to the meaning of the word disaster management. We have the chapter's name is disaster management, so we should know what is disaster management. As per the Disaster Management Act of 2005, it defines disaster management as an integrated process of planning, organizing, coordinating and implementing measures which are necessary for प्रिवेंशन ऑफ थ्रेट ऑफ एनी डिजास्टर. अगर सपोज हम लोगों को पता चल जाता है कि यहाँ पर डिजास्टर होने वाला है तो उसे प्रिवेंट कैसे किया जा सकता है. ठीक है, सपोज अगर किसी तरीके का, अगर सपोज देयर इज अ if there is a fight between two countries, okay, so that could also lead to any kind of a disaster. It could lead to any kind of a disaster over there also. So if it could be prevented, then the two committees sit down, they talk about it and they try to prevent that. Okay, or agar there are different further reasons, reduction of risk of any disaster or its consequences. आजकल ऐसे schemes बनाई जा रही है ताकि जहाँ पर अगर disaster होने का risk है तो उसे reduce किया जाता है, वहाँ पर कम से कम नुकसान हो, ऐसी चीज़ें बनाई जाती है. Readiness to deal with any disaster. अगर suppose disaster होता है किसी भी तरीके का, तो उसे किस तरीके से डील करना, उसे किस तरीके से लोगों की हेल्प करना, वो सारी चीज़ें डिजास्टर मैनेजमेंट में आती है. Promptness in dealing with a disaster, assessing the severity of the effects of any disaster, रेस्क्यू एंड रिलीफ, अगर कुछ हो रहा है तो किस तरीके से लोगों को वहां से निकाला जाए, किस तरीके से उन्हें खाना पहुंचाया जाए या शेल्टर पहुंचाया जाए, रिहेबिलिटेशन एंड रिकंस्ट्रक्शन, सपोज अगर किसी तरीके के डिजास्टर में कोई पूरी तरीके से चीजें डेमोल खत्म हो गई है, टूट गई है, सो अगेन दोज पीपल नीड प्रॉपर हाउस एंड फैसिलिटीज, तो उसे वापस से रिकंस्ट्रक्ट करना, लोगों को वापस से वहां पर रिहेबिलिट करना. Okay, this all comes under disaster management. So this is the next type of disaster that we are going to learn, that is fire. Now fire is a very dangerous thing. Why? Because it could be very serious. It could be at a small level. You must have seen it in the newspapers in a previous year also. There was a forest fire which occurred, and it was there for many days, which burnt nearly most of the part of the forest, and it also killed many animals which were living over there. Okay, so it is a very dangerous disaster that could occur, and it could lead to many people can die in that disaster. So we should know what is this disaster and how it occurs and what can we do that. So there are a few classes in fire. Class A, that is, it is related to solid material fires that burn materials such as paper, wood or plastic. Class B, that fires that involves flammable liquids including paraffin, petrol, oil. Suppose अगर किसी पेट्रोल पंप पे अगर आग लग जाती है तो वो क्लास बी टाइप की फायर है. Class C is these flames burn on flammable gases such as propane, butane and methane. तो जो हमारे घरों में जो सिलेंडर्स है, ठीक है, उसके अंदर अगर कभी वहां उसकी वजह से आग लग जाती है तो दैट कम्स अंडर क्लास सी. Class D is as fires that ignite with metals such as aluminium, magnesium or titanium. So अगर इस तरीके से फायर मेटल्स इन्वॉल्व होते हैं उसमें, that means it is class D fire. क्लास ई इज कॉज्ड बाय इलेक्ट्रिसिटी, जब शॉर्ट सर्किट वगैरह हम लोग सुनते हैं ना, दैट इज क्लास ई टाइप ऑफ फायर. क्लास एफ, दीज फायर्स आर इग्नाइटेड विद ऑयल्स और कुकिंग फैट. ओके, तो जो हमारे घर में अगर तेल की वजह से अगर आग लग जाती है तो दैट इज ऑल्सो कमिंग अंडर क्लास एफ. So these are a few classes that we'll be learning in detail. So let's continue and learn about each of them in detail. So there are types of fire. Let us see class A fire, where solid substances are involved. Wood, paper, garbage, these all things are solid, right? So commonly it is flammable materials are their fuel source like wood, clothes, coal, papers, etc. This fire can be put out with water also. So suppose अगर हम लोग घर में कोयला जलाते हैं या फिर वुड जलाते हैं खाना पकाने के लिए, तो अगर इससे हम लोगों को बुझाना है तो यू कैन पुट वाटर एंड इट एक्सटिंग्विशेस ऑल्सो इजीली. ठीक है, अगर थोड़ा सा अगर जल रहा है कुछ चीज, क्लोथ जल रहा है, तो अगर हम लोग उस पर पानी डाल देंगे तो इट विल एक्सटिंग्विश. ठीक है, सो दिस इज क्लास ए fire where wooden substances are solid substances are involved like wood, cloth, coal, paper, etc. Class B fire, in this liquid substances are involved. Fire caused due to flammable liquid substances like petrol, oil, varnish, solvents, cooking oil, paints, etc. All these substances are lighter than water. Therefore, fire extinguishers can be used to extinguish fire. ठीक है, सो इफ सच टाइप ऑफ फायर जो हमारे पेट्रोल ऑयल की वजह से लग रही है, अगर इस तरीके की फायर लगी है तो दैट मीन्स एट दैट टाइम फायर एक्सटिंग्विशर्स शुड बी यूज्ड टू एक्सटिंग्विश फायर, नॉट वाटर. ऑलराइट, सो क्लास बी फायर के अंदर कौन से सब्सटेंसेस आते हैं? लिक्विड सब्सटेंसेस की वजह से अगर आग लगती है तो इट कम्स अंडर क्लास बी फायर. क्लास सी फायर, it is having all gaseous substances. Okay, so fire caused due to acetylene household gas, that is LPG. हमारे घर में जो cylinders होते हैं उसमें liquefied petroleum gas होता है, and that is actually gas. ठीक है, तो गैस की वजह से, gaseous substance की वजह से अगर आग लगती है तो that comes under class C fire. Class D fire, it is chemical substances like Here you can see metals like potassium, sodium and calcium. जब इनके वजह से react करते हैं ये water के साथ में at room temperature, then there is fire because of that also. Magnesium, aluminium and zinc react with water at high temperature. When both these groups combine with water, it explodes. So you can imagine, अगर ये chemicals, अगर ये metals, okay, ये अगर वाटर से रिएक्ट करेंगे तो ये एक्सप्लोड होते हैं, तो इसलिए उस टाइप की फायर को पानी से नहीं बुझाया जाता. ओके, सो इन क्लास डी टाइप ऑफ फायर केमिकल सब्सटेंसेस आर इन्वॉल्व्ड लाइक पोटेशियम, सोडियम, कैल्शियम और मैग्नीशियम, एल्यूमिनियम, जिंक. एंड इट शुड यू ऑल शुड रिमेंबर कि अगर इस तरीके की अगर फायर लगती है तो उस पर पानी नहीं डालना चाहिए बिकॉज इट कुड वर्सन द सिनेरियो. Class E fire, that is electrical appliances or electrical things are involved in that fire. Suppose if there is a short circuit in your house or in any vicinity, अगर उसके electrical wires की वजह से जब अगर आग लगती है तो उसे कहते हैं class E fire. So a fire caused due to electrical components is called class E fire. To extinguish such fire, power is cut off and non-conductive fire extinguishers like carbon dioxide are used. Alright, अब remember water also has certain impurities और पानी डालने से भी इस तरीके की फायर completely बुझती नहीं है. Because जब class E type की फायर लगती है तो बहुत ज़्यादा लेवल पे फायर फैल जाती है and it could be very dangerous to extinguish with water. ठीक है, बिकॉज पानी का असर बहुत कम होता है. यू कैन सी हाउ स्मॉल अमाउंट ऑफ वाटर, यू कैन सी इट ऑन द स्क्रीन ऑल्सो एंड द अमाउंट ऑफ फायर दैट यू सी. ओके, दैट द इंटेंसिटी ऑफ फायर दैट यू सी ऑन द स्क्रीन. सो इसके लिए फायर एक्सटिंग्विशर्स की जरूरत होती है, लाइक कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड इज यूज्ड टू एक्सटिंग्विश सच टाइप ऑफ फायर. नाउ रिमेंबर दैट there is a triangle. Okay, it is called as a fire triangle. Now what is a fire triangle? Now remember, any substance अगर किसे जलना है तो उसके लिए फ्यूल की जरूरत है. उसे अगर हमारे पास कोल है, कोयला पड़ा है, तो कोयला ऐसे ही हवा में रख के नहीं जलता ना. तो उसे जलाने के लिए पहले तो हम लोगों को फ्यूल चाहिए, मतलब उसके ऊपर कुछ डालेंगे. कोयला खुद ही एक फ्यूल है, ठीक है. फिर उसे जलने के लिए एक मीडियम चाहिए, फायर चाहिए, राइट. हम लोग उसे जब आग लगाते हैं तो हीट प्रोड्यूस हो रही है उसमें, ठीक है. प्लस ऑक्सीजन से वो कंबाइन होकर उसमें आग की लपटें और बढ़ती जाती है. सो देयर आर 3 components which result in fire, that is heat, fuel and oxygen. So this is what is a fire triangle. A simple model for understanding the chemical reactions involved in a fire. Once your staff understands how a fire starts, it must be easier for them to understand how to react. ठीक है, तभी हम लोगों ने क्लासेस ऑफ फायर समझ में आ गया, क्लास A, B, C, D, E. तो अगर हम लोगों को क्लास समझ में आ गया है कि किस तरीके की ये फायर है तो उस पर क्या कर सकते हैं, किस तरीके से इसे रिजॉल्व कर सकते हैं. ठीक है. A fire needs 3 elements to ignite: fuel, oxygen and heat. अगर ये तीनों चीजें मिलती है तो फायर लगती है. अगर इसमें से एक भी चीज हटा देंगे ना तो फायर नहीं बढ़ती. So methods of fire extinction. There's a fire triangle I told you. How can you extinguish a fire? Either by smothering. Smothering is separation from oxygen. अगर कोई जगह पर आग लगी है तो उसे बंद कर देना चाहिए, या फिर अगर क्लोज कर सकते हैं तो क्लोज करेंगे तो उससे ऑक्सीजन का लेवल उधर कम हो जाएगा. ठीक है, तो वो आग बढ़ेगी नहीं. अदर वे इज कूलिंग, दैट इज रिमूवल ऑफ हीट. उसे मतलब किसी भी तरीके से एक्सटिंग्विश करने की कोशिश कर सकते हैं, लाइक एडिंग वाटर टू इट और फायर एक्सटिंग्विशर लाइक कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड could be added over it, तो ताकि वो फायर ठंडी हो सके. थर्ड इज स्टार्विंग हीट, मीन सेपरेशन फ्रॉम द फ्यूल. अगर हम लोगों को पता है कि किस वजह से ये जल रहा है, अगर लकड़ी है, इलेक्ट्रिकल अप्लायंस है, तो अगर हम लोग उससे निकाल सकते हैं, उससे एक्सटिंग्विश कर सकते हैं तो भी फायर एक्सटिंग्विश हो जाती है. सो देयर आर 3 मेन मेथड्स टू स्टॉप द स्प्रेड ऑफ फायर और टू कंट्रोल द फायर. कूल आउट, दैट इज यूज ऑफ वाटर. To extinguish fire, water is most common and effective solution, which is easily available everywhere. If you spray water on the fire or around the fire, it creates cooling effect and helps to control the fire. अगर suppose if there is wood, अगर वुड को गीला कर देंगे तो वुड जलेगा नहीं आसानी से. So if there is and fire which occurs over in a building or somewhere, अगर वहां पर अगर वुड है तो वुड को अगर हम लोग गीला कर देंगे तो देर आर चांसेस कि ये फायर और स्प्रेड नहीं होगी. सपोज इन सर्टेन बिल्डिंग्स द स्टेयरकेसेस आर बिल्ड विथ वुड. ठीक है, लकड़ी के बने हुए होते हैं स्टेयरकेसेस, और अगर नीचे मीटर वगैरह रूम में अगर आग लगी है तो पहले लकड़ी को गीला कर देना चाहिए ताकि वो आग जल्दी से ना पकड़े. ठीक है, सो दैट कुड ऑल्सो बी डन इन ऑर्डर टू stop the spread of fire easily. Next is suppress the fire. To control the fire which is caused due to electricity or oil, sand or soil can be used. Okay, so you can use other means except for water. You can use sand or soil in order to control or suppress the fire. If we spread a froth-like substance on the fire, it cuts off the contact between air and fire. ठीक है, तो if you are adding soil over the fire or if you are putting sand over it, तो क्या हो जाता है, ऑक्सीजन वो मीडियम तक, वो फ्यूल तक नहीं पहुंच रहा है, and it doesn't allow that substance to burn. All right, so this is one of the way of suppressing the fire. So this method is more useful to extinguish the fire spread due to oil. अगर तेल से लगी हुई है आग तो ये टाइम पे you could use sand or soil in order to extinguish the fire. Keep away flammable substances. In this method, all flammable substances are kept away from the fire. Any wooden article or flammable substances must be kept away so that no source is left for the fire to spread. Stir up pumps is the best device to put out small fires. It sprays water in all directions around the fire. ठीक है, so this is also one of the very simple method that could be used in stopping the spread of fire. Okay, so you should always try and avoid things which can lead to fire. ठीक है, तो हम लोगों को ये सब चीज़ों पे ध्यान देना है. So you need to keep away flammable substance. Flammable substance मतलब जो चीज़ें आसानी से आग पकड़ लेती है. ठीक है, so you should keep them away. There are a few precautions and safety measures that one should always remember. Develop the habit of switching off the gas regulators when not in use, especially during night. अगर हम लोग सोते हैं, जब सोने के टाइम पे जो हमारे रेगुलेटर्स होते हैं गैस के, that should be put off. Okay. Switch off the electrical appliances when you are going out of the house. Suppose if you are going somewhere out for a few days, then you should try to put off all the appliances in your electrical appliances in the house so that there are no chances of any fire outbreak. To make others alert and call them for help, shout loudly. Remember, if there is a fire and if you see that if there is any danger, you should call out for help. कभी भी हम लोग अभी you all are young, and at this age you should not try and do something which is doesn't go well along with your age group. So you should try and call out for help. You should also try to help others also and make them alert. चिल्लाने से हम लोग alert हो जाएंगे कि कुछ problem हुआ है, and even their lives could be saved. You should always see to it that if there is a fire outbreak, you should call the fire brigade and provide information how to use fire extinguishers. So if there is a fire extinguisher in your building, so there should be everybody in the building and the vicinity should know how to use a fire extinguisher. If there is any casualty, if there is any loss that has happened, if somebody has got hurt, so you should remember, let the patient sit, sleep in a comfortable position and call the doctor immediately. Okay, so you all are at a very young age to do any first aid to the person who has been injured. So you should always see to it that you should make that person sit comfortably, or if he or she is not in a position to sit, ask them to lay down and in a comfortable position. You do not crowd around that person and call the doctor immediately. Okay. Another type of disaster that we're talking today is landslide or rift collapse. As the word itself is self-explanatory, landslides means जो जमीन होती है वो खसक जाती है अपनी जगह से. So that is what a disaster we're talking about today. अब ये डिजास्टर क्यों है, let us understand that. Natural cracks, here you can see in this pictures the natural cracks and fissures means crack जैसे ही होते हैं, depressions create होते हैं, present in hard rocks cause their breaking, especially at the time of heavy rains. Water entering these cracks causes weathering of these rocks. Weight increases, these rocks slide on the slopy region and settle at the lower side. This is called collapse of rift. So here you can see how this land is going down. Now why does it happen? Suppose naturally if there are certain reasons like earthquake or many other reasons, अगर वहाँ पर एक क्रैक डेवलप हो जाता है जो हम लोग को नहीं दिखाई देता, बट ड्यूरिंग रेनी सीजन्स ये पानी उसके अंदर गिरते गिरते ये क्रैक्स बड़े हो जाते हैं और वो जगह वो वजन नहीं ले पाती, ठीक है, एंड दैट पर्टिकुलर लैंड स्लाइड्स डाउन एंड दैट कॉजेज लैंडस्लाइड. So there are a few causes of landslide. The first cause that I have already explained you, that is earthquake. After an earthquake, it is a natural disaster. Earthquake we have learned in a previous video that because of earthquake or tsunami or heavy rains, storms, floods, it causes landslide. So natural disasters also lead to landslide. Unlimited cutting of trees causes soil erosion. So if there are no trees, ठीक है, तो वहाँ की जो ज़मीन होगी वो बहुत ही कोई भी उसके अंदर सपोर्ट नहीं रहता है और जब बारिश होती है तो ये ज़मीन धंसती चली जाती है, ठीक है. सो दैट ऑल्सो लीड्स टू लैंडस्लाइड. एंड इफ देर आर मोर ट्रीज इन दैट पर्टिकुलर रीजन, द सॉइल इज होल्ड फर्मली बाय द ट्रीज रूट्स एंड इट डजंट अलाउ टू go down along with the rainwater. Okay, so planting, that means cutting down of trees could also be one of the reason of landslide. While building roads in mountains, there is a lot of digging that makes the mountain weak. So you must have seen when you go to the Konkan regions, mostly there are mountains, and between the mountains there are railway tracks. Okay, so now these railway tracks, when they are built, it is made sure by the government that it doesn't fall. But because of the digging of the mountain, there are chances. Okay, there are chances that these mountains could have cracks in them and they could fall and cause a landslide. Okay. Now let us understand about the effects of landslide. Every disaster has certain amount of effects on the people around and the vicinity around. Right. So if there is a landslide, the rivers get flooded and change their path. ठीक है, उसका रास्ता बदल जाता है और उसकी वजह से पानी कहाँ चला जाता है, शहरों में चले जाता है, विलेजेस में चला जाता है, and that causes a different problem. Displacement of waterfalls, formation of artificial water reservoirs could also happen because of landslide. There is life and financial loss on a large scale as trees, buildings, rocks on slopy areas collapse on low-lying land. So here you can see the houses, people living in that particular region could lose their can die also because of landslide. जब घर गिर जाता है तो people inside the houses can die. Vehicles अगर नीचे कहीं चल रही होती है तो अगर उस पर गिर जाएगा तो जो लोग vehicles में वो भी मर सकते हैं. Plants destroy हो जाते हैं. So it affects a very large number of people in that particular region. Landslide affects the traffic as well. Landslide destroys plant life on it, right? So everybody can see कि अगर उतना region अगर collapse हो जाता है तो वहाँ पर जितने भी plants थे वो भी destroy हो जाते हैं. So these are a few effects of landslide that one should know. Let's understand a few disaster relief planning. If the plan is prepared, always remember, as we have learned in the very beginning of the chapter about disaster management. ठीक है, so disaster management के लिए उसके अंदर एक और एक चीज होती है disaster relief. There should be planning for doing that as well. If the plan is prepared, it will help any disaster relief in the school. For that, you should prepare a chart as given below. Now, these are a few points that are written in your textbook also, but you need to remember that. The main points of disaster relief or planning of it is the things to be noted, primary information of the school. You should know the name and address of the school, name and resident, address of the headmaster with contact number, names and contact number of school management members, and total number of staff. School disaster management committee should be there and it should have fire extinguisher, They should create awareness about how different types of disasters occur and what could be done. There should be instructions given what to do when such a disaster occur. Traffic management should be done in that vicinity, and there should be proper communication community in order to communicate if there is any disaster which has occurred. Detailed information about a school building should be given. Total number of rooms, number of classroom, classes, type of roof कि हमारी building के ऊपर कौन सी roof है, cement है, wooden है, steel sheets है. Okay, that is also the age of the building should be known. Building year should be known. कितनी पुरानी building है, कितने साल पुरानी building है, everything should be known. Information about school ground. Type of the playground that your school has, the prayer space, kho-kho, kabaddi or any other grounds that are there in the school. Distance of the ground from the main road should be known. Daily routine of the school, time to start or school breaks and time to leave the school. Daily activities taking place in the school should be known. Possible hazards in the school like if there's any danger should be known, medium, normal or acute. Destruction in the past and current planning. If there is any type of destruction that has occurred in the past and the current planning should be there. Disaster management map of the school. The map must have following contents. All buildings of the schools, their structure, ground, entrance, place of probable danger in the school, safe place at the time of disaster, nearest road. This map must be at the entrance of the school and all school students must be given detailed knowledge about it. You must have gone to any mall or any amusement park. जब हम लोग एसएल वर्ल्ड या वाटर किंगडम जाते हैं ना तो वहां पर एक मैप होता है. वहां पर आप लोग मैप में देखते हो ना कि कौन सी राइड कहाँ पर है, राइट. तो हम लोगों को पता चल जाता है मैप देख के कि हाँ हम लोगों को यहाँ जाना चाहिए. अभी हम लोग यहाँ खड़े हैं. The big river or the lazy river is this side or the giant wheel is this side. So we know that. How do you come to know? Because of the map. So if your school has a proper map where they are showing you where is the school, where is the ground, where is the road and where you should go if there is any danger that occurs if you are in the school. ठीक है, कभी कभार हम लोग स्कूल में होते हैं और earthquake आ जाएगा तो वो टाइम पे हम लोगों को कहाँ जाना चाहिए. तो विच इज द सेफेस्ट प्लेस एट द टाइम ऑफ डिजास्टर, व्हाट शुड बी डन, वेयर इज द नियरेस्ट रोड. ओके, इफ यू आर आस्क्ड टू लीव द स्कूल प्रोमाइसेस, कहाँ से हमारा जो रोड है किस साइड से नजदीक पड़ता है, ये सब चीज मैप पे बनी होनी चाहिए. एंड you should be well aware of that map. Okay, you should not be searching at that time of disaster कि अब हम लोग कहाँ जाएंगे. You should be well aware of the map and thorough with the map of the school. There should be mock drills in the school. Every month a mock drill must be conducted in the school. Means mock drill मतलब अगर ऐसा होगा तो क्या करेंगे हम लोग. तो इस तरीके से टीचर्स है, प्रिंसिपल्स है, आप लोगों को हर महीने में एक मॉक ड्रिल होनी चाहिए जिससे हम लोगों को अलर्टनेस क्रिएट होती है. एंड यू विल बी मच in that situation to help yourself and your friends if such a disaster takes place. Okay, it should include possible hazards and the measures taken against them. The date, time, number of students and shortfalls must be noted down. So I hope with this chapter is quite clear to all of you. In this chapter we have learned about few more disasters and what are the causes of it, what are the effects of it, and what precautions could be taken in order to overcome such disasters, and how can you save yourself and your dear ones when a disaster occurs. Okay, so in the next coming period we'll be learning something new and interesting. If you have any doubts and queries regarding this part of the video, you can ask us in the comment section. Till then, thank you. If you like the session, please do not forget to subscribe to our channel so that you can share. And this session was quite useful to you. In the next coming period, we'll learn something new and interesting. Till then, thank you.